Let me ask you a very simple question. Can you live without your hands even for a day? The thought in itself is a scary one, isn't it? But for para-athlete Vishwas, this thought is his reality. Today, we bring to you his inspirational story of how he became one of the best para-swimmers in the country.
Myself Vishwas, I am 27 years old. I am a swimmer. From past 5 years onwards, I am working on swimming, dance and kung fu. I love to play football also. State and national and international level I represent in Canada and Germany for a swimming competition.
It's not often you come across an individual who bowls you over with his spirit and courage. Bengaluru lad Vishwas KS is certainly one of those personalities. A para-athlete swimmer who's made India proud both the national and the international stage. There's a lot to talk about Vishwas, who's challenged life on each and every step of his life. But let's stick to his maiden love, swimming.
It goes without saying that hands are an integral part when it comes to swimming, but not in case of Vishwas. He had full confidence in his abilities to become a champion swimmer.
A swimmer with no hands, Vishwas has made India proud over and over again. In an amazing display of true courage and hard work in the face of all odds, the champion swimmer specializes in butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke and freestyle swimming. But the question is, how and when did it all start?
I firstly thankful to my swimming trainer. We call his name called Sindhya sir. He is the first person me to introduce the pool. I got a chance to swim in that pool near Nagarbavi, and I worked hard there like 6 months to learn swimming. And after learning swimming, I attended national state event in Bangalore itself. In that I won a silver medal. And recently this year 2017 in July, I qualified for international event in Germany at Berlin, IDM event name called, and I got a bronze medal. Total 51 countries participating in that.
Ordinary people in disbelief when they witness a man with no hands swimming better than what they could do with two hands. A lot of credit goes to his swimming guru, S.R. Sindhya. Karnataka Swimming Association Secretary S.R. Sindhya gave Vishwas the confidence that he can overcome all the odds.
And we started basic workouts here. He found some difficulty in stopping. That was his problem in the beginning. And he learned within no time. After that he practiced here. Since he need a bigger pool also, and this is 25 meter for the short course. Then I guided him to Jainagar pool where Mr. John Christopher, one of the good coach, he took care of him. A lot of swimmers are there. So he picked up well and represented the state, got some medals in the national, went to international meet also. He got a place there also. Now we have to tap him for 2020 Japan Olympic.
Vishwas too acknowledges the contribution of Sindhya Sir, as he calls him.
Like my attitude and my patience and all, and he gave me a chance for 45 minutes, 30 minutes per day, and I started learning swimming in that pool. Like freestyle, my first swimming I started in that stroke, and I will learn backstroke. Totally it takes 6 months to learn.
As per Sindhya, mental toughness is Vishwas's biggest strength and predicted a bright future for the young lad if he keeps his feet grounded.
Well, if he represents our country to the Olympic, coming Olympic, after that I think maybe government may help a lot, and we don't mind supporting from our side also. If the government, we have already discussed with some of the government officials to put him in some government job, but they said okay, we will try, but we don't know how far it will take. If they don't give, we will give.
Vishwas KS, a real life hero.
Now losing both his hands was a big setback for Vishwas, but he didn't give up. He embraced it as a challenge. He did fall, but only to rise later.
His is a story of a true survivor. Winning medals for India gave him an identity, but the real challenge of his life started at home. Anybody would wonder how Vishwas manages himself, especially having no hands. To everyone's surprise though, he does everything on his own. Activities that are easy for any ordinary person in a daily life are as easy for Vishwas as well. The only difference is that his legs perform twin duties. Like anyone else, Vishwas watches television. Or even writes alphabets and sentences with his leg. Just in case you're wondering, what about the cooking part? He can do that too with absolute ease. and doesn't need anyone's help when it comes to eating his food and drinking too. Vishwas has also had support of his friends during his quest to become an independent individual. One of his best friends, Yogesh, helped him in studying and other chores, selflessly helping his friend. Vishwas also had the support of his elder brother, Vishwas KS, who used to drop him to swimming school regularly. Vasu ensures that Vishwas keeps himself busy and motivated when he feels a little low. From nothing to Mr. Special? How Vishwas overcame all odds. It's certainly not easy being a para-athlete. You are neglected by all, beginning with sport bodies. Vishwas' case, though, was no exception. Vishwas was on a mission to prove that he can be as good as a normal person or can even perform better than him. He wanted to do something special for the country, no matter how tough the road was ahead. The tragic incident that changed Vishwas' life. A man with no hands, well, that's how Vishwas was when he was younger. A tragic incident when he was just 10 changed Vishwas' life. An incident where he lost his father, Satyanarayana Murthy. Vishwas was really close to his father. Losing him was a big blow for the young Vishwas, but the worst was yet to come. A few years later, Vishwas lost his mother, Usha, and that turned out to be the lowest point of his life.
In our 6th semester, what happened, my mother also not feeling well. She also some health issues is there. She also expired. Suddenly, it was a big shock for me. Here, from 10 years onwards, my father was lost, and my mother also lost before my education.
But soon, Vishwas and his siblings moved to Bengaluru from Kolar. Vishwas completed his BCom degree and started searching for jobs. And all he got was humiliation in return. Vishwas, just like his name, didn't give up. He wanted to live up to his name and, more importantly, wanted to prove his late father right.
Actually, what happens when I lost my hands, my family and all, I didn't stop myself. I'm a student from that time. I'm like final year BCom when I lost my mother, and just I'm thinking what to do. Like this happens in my life. Why God create me? Why my father give his give his life for me, and I need to prove myself, right?
He emerged as a champion swimmer, and the accolades and prizes say the whole story.
As you can see right next to me is the prizes, the awards, the medals, the trophies, and the honors bestowed on Vishwas. Let me start with the latest one. As you can see here, the latest medal won by Vishwas was in Berlin, where he stood third. You can see the flag, the German flag, and also the bronze medal in which he stood third. Let me tell you that over 50 athletes from different countries participated in the event, and Vishwas stood third. As we go along, you can see a number of medals. This is the marathon which he ran, and these are the trophies which he won for various reasons, for swimming, for kung fu, for different participation activities which he has done. And this is something very special, the Thonur Swimathon 2016. Right next is the portrait, one of the most beautiful portraits I've ever seen, the portrait of Vishwas. And you can see right up there the gold medal won by this talented young fellow in Rajasthan, which happens to be my native. And if I can ask my camera person to move a little left, you can see a number of awards. You can see the Campegoda award right there, and also one of the best dance performances award. The great MJ is right up there, one of the best of all times dancers. I'm sure Even he will feel good when he'll see Vishwas dance. Then you can see a number of garlands being felicitated on him, a number of trophies. This room is completely filled with a lot of awards. I'm not sure where he keeps it. Then even for motivational speeches, he got few awards. And who can forget the famous Mysore Peta given to achievers in life to honor the Karnataka athletes. One thing is for sure, that if you put in the hard work, no matter what the conditions are, you'll always triumph and rise above the ordinary.
Vishwas, though, didn't give up and decided to prove his worth and, more importantly, find an identity for himself. He has surely found one, that's for sure.
We'll slip into a short break now, but you guys don't go anywhere because the story of Vishwas has just started. Now whatever Vishwas does, he does it with his heart and soul. He became a champion swimmer, but he wasn't done there. He wanted something more out of his life, something which brought him to Kengeri Satellite Town, where a new chapter about his life was all set to unfold.
A good part of Vishwas's time in the evening is spent at a dance class in Kengeri Satellite Town. With his friend and guide Anand, Vishwas soon turned into a high-class performer. Be it contemporary or the unconventional, Vishwas nailed every form of dance.
Now dance gave Vishwas the confidence which he required to make it big in life. But he wasn't done there. He wanted something extra, something big. And this is where he decided to give his legs some extra exercise.
If swimming and dancing weren't good enough activities to keep Vishwas busy, he decided to spend his evenings playing football. And mind you, he is not a bad footballer at all. something which Vishwas started for the sake to keep himself busy.
And evening time I selected for this Kung Fu and fitness. I will get both. I get both that options. And every evening I will be busy like this. Morning pakka swimming, afternoon like dance, and bit part I will take rest, or I will go for, if I didn't did perfectly in the swimming or dance, or if I miss that, I will select that will go for play football, like that.
Vishwas's fellow teammate shares light on the courage and determination showed by the para-athlete.
Vishwas is a nice player who plays right wing, and earlier he used to come regularly to the ground 5-6 years back. Due to other schedule, he is very busy. He will come twice in a week. He plays nice, and sometimes his condition and everything, and sometimes even if he fell, if somebody disturbs him, he never get angry. He's a very thorough gentleman. We are very glad to have with us. He's a friendly nature. He will even sometimes advise seniors also. He knows very much. He's a very good guy. He has gone in various sports or even international level, I think. We have seen him from long back.
I met Vishwas about 5 years ago. I met him in the ground itself. He was one of my friend's friend. So basically we started playing, and I was very amused that he could actually play. His skills and his football, his skills are pretty good. I mean, the perseverance that he's got. Even people like us who are completely capable, I've not seen people put so much effort. And he comes to play twice a week now that his schedules are very busy. So we don't meet him much because he's doing a lot of things.
I've known Vishwas for a couple of years now. We've been playing together on the same field. So he comes often, about 3 to 4 times a week. And so over the past 4 years, I've seen him play regularly. He plays just as anyone else, no inhibitions, and it's fun playing with him.
Now, just when you thought that there is nothing more Vishwas has to offer, he comes up with a surprise. Vishwas, a fitness freak. Being a professional swimmer, keeping him fit is mandatory for the para-athlete. For 3 days in a week, Vishwas hits the gym and do different kinds of exercises to keep him fit. Helping him in the process is his personal trainer Hari. Hari too is proud of the efforts put in by Vishwas day in and day out.
Basically, we are focusing on Vishwas schedule. It is cardio endurance level and then muscular endurance level. And then he started his with us in as a training in 2 years back. 2 years back he came for to para swimming this thing, and then we focused on his endurance level and then muscular endurance level, is all those things. At the same time, he put a lot of effort. He have a very talented guy. He will put a lot of effort, and moreover, he will believe himself.
A fit body means half the job done, and Vishwas leaves no stone unturned in keeping himself fit. A special routine is designed for Vishwas keeping his body in mind.
According to Vishwas requirement and then ability, we focused on his cardio endurance level and then muscular endurance level. In that timing being, we will come to know how much he's put lot of effort for this to do a good timing.
Who says dreams don't come true? It perhaps takes above average level of confidence to look beyond your own disability and find excellence in your life. and Vishwas has truly lived up to his name.
To reach for the stars, you don't need two hands. All you need is Vishwas. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the inspirational story of Vishwas, the para-athlete swimmer from Bengaluru. His life depicts that all-important saying that where there is a will, there is indeed a way. He continues to inspire athletes and people among common walks of life, not just here in Karnataka, but across India. With camera person Raghu, this is Abhijit Singh for News 9, Bengaluru.